really good time.
Yeah, make friends.
Friends are so much fun. We got to room together. I feel like we've gotten closer as friends too.
It's true. We have.
It was so nice.
My heart is so warm.
Mine
It's
too.
cold here, but my heart is warm. I'm like huddling into my sweatshirt.
Do you want my sweater? I got warm the moment we sat down.
Just gonna.
Yeah.
Yep.
Use it as a blanket. So, yeah, I mean, it is a little chilly in here. I think as the day has sort of worn on, a lot of the people that were here have vacated the building, and that made it a little colder than
Usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, there are still people playing Smash, and I don't know if anyone's playing Splatoon besides this station.
I think just here. But looks like we have a game coming in, and we're going to be seeing Tower Control on the Reef, and then Rainmaker on Piranha Pit, and Clam Blitz on Camp Triggerfish, and Splat Zones on Humpback Pump Track, and then Tower Control on Sturgeon. So same map list we saw a minute ago. So maybe that'll allow
some familiarity.
Yeah.
Especially for Long Island Gang, because they had just played this. So now they can adjust, hey, what didn't we do so well on Tower Control Reef?
Yeah.
How can we make this better? Maybe we might not see that sloshing machine like you said.
Yeah, maybe. That was just my personal opinion on that pick, but nope. They decided to go with something very similar. I think the Kent's Undercover was the addition there, right? And the splash.
I think everything is the same except for Lil Gon's running a Kenza sloshing instead of a Neo sloshing.
Okay.
And I think, honestly, that could be the better choice. I can see use for it to jump to the tower and splash down, preventing the enemy from getting on. I think maybe, I think it is a better choice than the Von Rush.
I agree. I'm really excited to see how they're going to change up kind of their thoughts here too. Umbre's back on this tower and just getting through that first checkpoint very, very early within the first 40 seconds of the game, which is exactly what you want to see when you're working up to make this game go very quickly. And Lil Gons is in a perfect position too.
I mean, we can see how much turf the Long Island Gang has put out, giving that tower the opportunity to really just push forward without any interruption. Oh my gosh, I interrupted myself.
Sometimes words just fail us.
It's not a good time.
Bohemian decided to hang on to this Gray a little bit in order to use it to stop the tower instead of popping it when Gamer popped his. So I think this was actually a good idea because now you can just create a little more pressure instead of having to worry about that Ray versus Ray.
And sometimes, you know how well you play. If you decide you can't compete with someone as like really skilled as Gamer with the Stingray, you might want to decide a different strategy, and I think that's totally valid too.
I agree. I think right now it's looking a little tough for Voodoo as Long Island Gang is able to kind of create a staggered spawn situation for Voodoo, so they just need to hold back a little bit more and wait for a better opportunity. Hits a found out, does decide to jump out. I think that was a good call there. Stay alive and kind of regroup.
They're really not relenting, Long Island Gang. They are pushing as much forward as they can. Lil Gon's trying to go for that flank, coming from the other side. Oh, but not quite. But Snug's coming through and taking him out.
Getting a double there too, getting that pick on Gamer, and Snugs does get that suction bomb over, but not quite able to get Hitzel, as Hitzel is able to launch his own bomb rush to kind of keep the pressure up from anyone approaching that tower. Just pushing forward a little bit more too. It seems like they're just keeping this pressure going.
And I think that's what this team is good for. Like good at.
Yeah.
They are very good at pressuring the other team and keeping them away from the objective. I don't think Voodoo has even touched the tower this whole game.
They haven't. I mean, they're still at 100. They haven't even moved it a little bit. And I think that this is really showing us the difference of what could have been Long Island Gang for the last game. And I don't even know, like, as like their comp didn't change a whole lot. So I'm not sure what it was. Maybe it's just facing a different team. And my only thought was gold kind of one of the big differences last game?
For sure. I think that Voodoo is maybe losing a little bit of composure. I see just the slightest bit of trickling in and getting picked off one by one, and I think they need to really communicate. Hey, we need to maintain our cool. We need to not do this. We need to coordinate our specials, and I think that would make that pushback more viable.
I think so, and I think, also they're really paying attention to positioning of the other team, which I think sometimes they were losing a little on the side of Long Island Gang, whereas Voodoo is playing as Long Island Gang last time. They're not coordinating as much, they're not paying attention as much, and maybe that's where they're suffering.
Yeah, I think that's spot on.
So it seems like right now, kind of delayed respawn coming out from Voodoo and a 3-down situation from Long Island Gang. There's only 30 seconds left. Voodoo's going to have to hang on to this tower for a very long time in order to get this lead.
And we all know how risky it is to try to win during overtime. It's just one small slip up and that would be game.
I think it's actually, to me, the hardest ranked mode to win in overtime.
I agree. It's because you can't rush it. You can't push it any faster than the tower goes.
Very, very true. Gamer getting in position here and does get that first pick, which is exactly when he wants, and gets the second pick. Nice double, and that's game.
That game goes to Long Island Gang. Gang. I'm trying to get my words straight.
I understand. It's been a long day too. You didn't really get a little bit of a break like I did.
Or watch Crush 40, but it's okay.
I didn't go watch them either.
It's okay.
And it seems like right now, we're just going to wait for this next game to come up. I wonder what kind of changes we could see.
Mm-hmm. I think it's Rainmaker Piranha Pit, and just, like I said, it's a really big map. We might see Gamer on Charger again, although I don't think it worked out super well for them in their last set. So we'll see if that comes out. Are there any other weapons you might think you see or specials?
I really like seeing Gamer on that ballpoint, but I know he tends to pick that for clams. So I think my kind of choice would be just fall back to that vanilla heavy splatling.
Yeah.
And I think that's the strongest option. I think also Piranha Pit is flat enough that you're still going to be able to use your Stingray, and it could still be really helpful.
For sure. I definitely see it. I'm hoping to see a lot of sub action, some bombs to maybe space out, where the positioning, just to make sure that your enemies are not in a position to be anywhere close to that Rainmaker.
Yeah. I guess the other thing that I would love to see is a little bit of Toxic Mist, maybe.
I would love that.
Yeah.
It's hard to say if Toxic Mist will ever come out because it's of the understanding of the competitive community that Toxic Mist is a great sub, but for bad weapons.
Yeah. I think this is the mode you'd want to see it in, though.
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Come on, guys, come on.
All right, I think we are well on our way to getting started with our game 2 at Piranha Pit. Rainmaker in Piranha Pit. Hello. All right, no Toxic Mist, I think. I'm pretty sure.
I think this is the first time we've seen Hitzel play mini all day.
A self-proclaimed mini main, I want to say.
Mini main, yeah.
Mini main. But I've seen Hitzel play the mini. I think what's interesting about Hitzel is that he plays weapons very unconventionally, and he really tries to push it as much as he can.
I think so too. He's so thoughtful about the way he approaches a specific weapon and a style of play that I think really gives him an edge over other people who choose that as their main weapon. And, he's just so... he really tries to dedicate his all into how can I use this to my advantage in my play style.
Yeah. And taking out Snugs, hopefully sharking, maybe trying to get another pick, getting spotted, dipping. Peace.
I think that was an accident that he got spotted too, but his positioning up here on flank I think is really good. I wonder if Bohemian knows he's there. Yeah, I think
definitely
he
knows.
But these missiles,
where did he come from?
That
Where did
was
he go?
so good. I was like, those missiles are gonna pressure him, and then all of a sudden he was just there.
That was such good teamwork. I don't even know if it was intentional or not, because that seems like a really difficult thing to plan. That is a wipe on the side of Voodoo, giving Long Island gang an opportunity to really push as much as they can. Oh, let's see. Oh, in the corner, barely missing. That baller was unfortunately just a little bit too short.
Oh man, Hitzel's in a really tough spot here, but they are able to take the lead just before losing the Rainmaker, and that was like a 1v1 for a second. The only two alive were right here. I wonder if Roto Motors, oh no, I was thinking maybe they were going to make that solo push for a second, but
I think it was a much better idea not to make that solo
agree.
push.
It can be really tough, but as we saw earlier, Bitmap made a huge solo push in that last game and was able to take it, so...
It's true, so highly unrecommended, but can work sometimes.
But Little Gons does get that pick.
Getting the double and putting out the baller. Hopefully getting another pick from the Rainmaker, making that push. This is the solo push we've been waiting for.
And this is why I had to get a picture with Little Gons earlier. I was like, man, getting that 29 KA last time, I have all my focus. I'm hyper focused.
You really can't count out any plays that these teams can make because they are such skilled individual players as well as team players. Their team plays will be amazing, but when the triple,
Umbre!
he ran out of ink, I think.
Yeah, I think so too.
He's just hopping there.
He was. Those are beautiful. I love that sound. Doesn't everyone though?
Yeah.
Really, really perfect. You know, my favorite thing to listen to of a blaster.
Or a charger. Or the H3 is a pretty satisfying noise.
It certainly is. So Luna getting a really nice pick though, able to kind of stop this Rainmaker in its tracks from Umbre carrying it. But Luna's all alone over here. She might want to retreat just a little bit and try to make sure the rest of her teammates can come around.
I thought that was maybe not the best time to pop that. We saw in the distance as Hitzo was just wiping the floor with her teammates.
And they're in a 3-down situation right now too. So Bohemian taking a little bit of time up there, trying to make sure the rest of the team can like respawn together so that they're not having to worry about that. But does get the Stingray, trying to get that pick on Umbre, is able to pull it off. So that's going to slow the Rainmaker down just a little bit. And now everyone from Voodoo has respawned. They're pushing back in. They're getting ready to try to make a push, but they don't quite have the map control on that side.
I think they need to push a little bit in front of that Rainmaker before they decide to make that push. This is a little bit of a risky move on the side of Voodoo's part, but they don't really have much choice with 30 seconds left on the clock.
I think they also put it in a really tough spot for them to be able to pick this back up.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, it looks like they were going for it there, but, you know, this is really kind of in Long Island Gang's court over on that side, and they don't have enough time where if Voodoo picks it up, maybe they can do something, but Long Island Gang can pick it up and just cheese it for a couple of seconds left.
Or they can just leave it unpopped, and I think that would be a game as well.
I think so. Even here, trying to come up, Rotomotos just doesn't have enough time to do it.
That was a really tough position. I think you bring up a good point that a Rainmaker, as much as it is about an offensive game, you really have to think about where you're taking that Rainmaker, because there are some places that if you drop it, good luck getting it back.
Yeah. We also always have that moment of a team who's trying to cheese it and they bring it into their own zone, and then
it
last
pops, and then
second,
somebody's there. There.
Now they got free points right from that. So I think Long Island Gang is proving to us they're not down and out. They're picking it back up and they're ready to to redo this. So
I think, like you said, if they needed that warm up to get rolling, maybe that first game was their warm up to get rolling, and they're just steaming on ahead.
Yeah, they certainly could be. And obviously, when you're coming up from losers, you want to be ready to kind of make that bracket reset, and it looks like they're in pretty good form so far to get there. So. We'll see what they can do right now. Going into Clamblets on Camp Triggerfish once again.
It's a map and a mode. I am not somebody who really dislikes Clamblets, except on some maps. I think all maps are good. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. All modes are good on some maps.
Okay.
So I'm not one of those Clamblets haters, but Triggerfish is a little bit of a weird one for me, just because I, personally, as a player, am very not good at looking for flanks.
I can totally hear that. I think it's just an interesting way to play Clamblets, because the jump can be so much more important here, because you can really cut off that team if you control those bridges.
Definitely.
So we'll see what they're going to be able to do, and I'm excited to see what Voodoo has in store for Long Island Gang.
And there's that ballpoint that you were talking about.
I can't say it enough. I love watching Gamer play this weapon, and I think that it's something that, I've seen other people play it, but him playing it is who I really enjoy watching the most, I think.
I think what makes him really good at that ballpoint is just the fact that he is actually kind of an aggressive backliner. He likes to be up in control, and using that ballpoint gives him that mobility to be able to take people out in close range and farther away.
I couldn't agree with you more. And it looks like right now, speaking of close range, Voodoo get really, really close to the basket for Long Island Gang. They decide to back off a little bit to build up that power clam.
Oh, Ombre coming through. Oh my goodness. That tracking didn't work quite out as well. That's Voodoo's opportunity right here to jump in and make that push.
Oh no. Got spotted out before they can get anywhere close, but that was a really tough call, because you were right. That would have been the perfect opportunity for a push. Positioning was good, but it was just like the timing of respawn that really hurt them there.
And that brings us right back to the fact that this is a team game. You need to push with your team. So if you're not ready to make that push, it's sometimes better just to stay back and turf.
It certainly is. I'm wondering if that's kind of what's going to be happening here right now. It looks like Hitzel is just looking for an opportunity to move forward. Bohemian has a power climb, but that makes him a target, and Hitzel spotted him very, very fast on that bridge, but does not quite get the revenge that he may have been looking for.
I don't think Rotomotos can get that clam. I think that was a really good jump back, just safely making sure that you're with your team and able to make the next push. You don't want to linger too long on a push, because when you do that, you really lose sight of, hey, I need to stay alive. Hey, I need to be with my team. So really just keeping that thoughtfulness in the back of your mind.
I agree with you. I'm a little concerned here, because I was wondering if Luna is just kind of taking her time waiting for an opportunity to jump, and I don't quite think that's the right move just now. I think her throwing the power climb back would have been a little stronger, because it gives them an opportunity of knowing exactly where she is at all times.
I think it's really hard to... I totally agree with you. I think her playing the Forge is actually kind of a more aggressive weapon ever since main power-up came. And because of that, I think she should really be more to the mid to the front line versus staying in the back lines. I think that just her role would be more helpful there.
I agree. This is a tough spot, though. As everyone's respawning on the side of Voodoo, Long Island Gang is trying to get into position for a really good push. They don't have any specials online, so if they were going for that, that was going to be pretty tough. And there are 3 specials up on Voodoo. So, I don't know. I feel like we're still at, only a minute and a half left or so, and we're kind of at a stalemate.
It kind of reminds me of that first match that I commentated before, where we didn't make a score until there was 5 seconds left. It was a lot of just going back and forth, getting picks, but not quite making those coordinated pushes that you really need to see in offense.
And I think sometimes that's like one of the most important things is you might be working on getting those picks, getting those splats, but if you can't pay attention to the objective at the end of it all, then you're just going to be in a lot of trouble. And we know both teams do play objective, so I think they're just...
It's very strange, because I was going to say that they didn't have a ball, but they were all up in their business.
I think that was a really good shot there. You know, good try from Logans.
Oh, Gamer is still there. There is a beacon right there. I am wondering if they're going to see it. Luna seeing the beacon and taking it out. Very smart.
Good job. I think that would have definitely been hard. She probably heard it when she jumped down. Yeah. That would have been my question because I don't know if I would have looked behind me. Ooh, not quite able to stay alive from Little Gons' umbrella there. And Gamer taking out the other one. That's great teamwork too. They pushed up together. They made sure they were coordinated. And Gamer has eight clams right now. There's another power clam. He's going to pick up another one really, really fast.
You can even see the clam imbalance in this game. 24 on the side of Long Island Gang. Oh, I spoke too soon. They dropped some clams.
But
there's a wipe. There is a wipe, allowing them to make that push. And if they get one clam in after it hits 0, that... Oh, just kidding. It's GG. I'm just going to stop talking.
No, you were... Yeah. So it looks like Long Island Gang is able to clutch this set and take it out. And, you know, Voodoo has done really, really well all day. And I know that they, as players, have come to multiple LANs separately, but I think this is their first time playing as a team together, and I think they have nothing to be disappointed in. They did a really great job.
I mean, they came in 3rd place, right?
Yeah.
You know? We see Katie just yell. She seems in pretty good spirits, so I think that's good.
Yeah.
And now we have the ultimate run back. Long Island Gang versus Super Floria.
Yes. I'm a little anxious about this.
Yeah, I don't actually know how it's going to turn out because now that Long Island Gang has really just hit the ground running, they could very easily take it. But on the other hand, Super Floria has been playing really well all tournament, and they could easily take it as well. So
they can.
It's really hard to say.